Get ready for the dopest show around, the Whiskey No Chaser Podcast.
Yo, you already know this sponsor. Been with us for a minute. Your Personal Munch, yourpersonalmunch.com. You can hit them on Instagram at MunchiesYPDS, at MunchiesYPDS. You could also call them at 855-363-4726. This is for the Hudson County area. You know, Jersey City, Union City, West New York, North Bergen, Guttenberg. Right? I think that's it. That's pretty much, right? Weehawken, where I live. Weehawken, yeah. Yeah, that's for this area. He can't get outside of this area because this is the area he's at right now. This guy started all this food delivery, all this delivery stuff. This company started it, and it's messed up that they are not getting the millions yet, but they're getting the bread, and they're getting you what you need at your house. Yourpersonalmunch.com, yourpersonalmunch.com. Hit them up. Oh, and also don't get it twisted, man. These people have the most exclusive places. They have 3 places in Jersey City that they run for that is cooking, and right now, you know, especially in the summertime, people can't get enough of these 3 places. The first place is El Sabroso, where you get all the Latino food, all the arroz con habichuela, all the freaking empanadas that you can delightfully indulge with. You know what I'm saying? You could get all that there. We got White Man with the little cheeseburgers, you know what I'm saying, and the fries and all the delicious, type of, burgery stuff that they make over there. And we got the official spot, Ringside Drinks. My dude, man. That place right there has the most delicious Portuguese food. And not only that, just everything is delicious. They also sell buckets to go, and you can have those delivered. Buckets to go delivered to your crib. You want a Long Island iced tea? It's yours. What you want? You want a Mai Tai? Got it. Pina colada? Done. It's not a problem. Munchies got you, man. Yourpersonalmunch.com. Hit them up. Yourpersonalmunch.com. 855-363-4726. Also hit them on Instagram at MunchiesYPDS. Hit them. They're the best. Let's get it. All right, yo. I got a new official sponsor. That's dope. You know what I'm saying? We went from having none to having 2, and that's dope. But this is the new one, man. I got the homie Zion. He has a company. It's like a clothing company, but he has the illest bag for any graffiti artist that is really trying to get out there and, you know, just walk the street with it. And also carry your shit and carry enough. Have enough cans, have enough caps, have enough markers. This is the official NYC tote bag, AKA the Gore-Tex tote bag. And bro, this shit's official, man. This shit, look, Gore-Tex, fucking literally, you could throw this shit over a fence, with all your cans in it, climb on over, go do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Not that I'm saying you should be doing that. You know what I'm saying? But if you're gonna do that, this is the bag for it. And the reason we call it the NYC, the official NYC tote bag, is because on the inside, look how fly this shit is, man. It's got a dope ass pocket on the inside. Look at this motherfucker right here. Dope ass pocket on the inside. This is I'm showing it to the listeners that are watching on YouTube. And I'm also explaining it for the people that are listening. You know, it's got a dope ass pocket. You can fit like mad stuff in here. You know, it even comes with stickers. Dope. Yeah, man. This bag has it all for you, man. You put your caps in there, put a sandwich in there, man. You get hungry, you know what I'm saying? You got your sandwich in there, you got a little water. You good, you know what I'm saying? Get to work. Get to work. You could hit that freight line all night. You good, you got everything. And you got enough space, man. Look at this thing. This bag is so big, man. It's ridiculous. You know, it's big enough. It's big enough to fit so much stuff, but small enough that you don't look crazy walking around with a big ass book bag. This thing right here can fit about between 15 to 20 cans if you leave it open. 15 closed, 20, man. If you fucking want to leave it open in your wallet, maybe you're doing a legal spot, you might want to fucking keep it open. But yeah, man, official. This bag is great, and I don't see any reason why not. And if you want to go grocery shopping, go for it. I mean, at the end of the day, let's be real, man. This beautiful black Gore-Tex bag compared to, let's say, a Whole Foods bag that you're walking around with, looking crazy, you guys. At 3 a.m, nobody shopping at Whole Foods, guys. You look nuts. You look like you're doing something. You got this bag. You look like you're coming back from work. You're on your way to work, man. Get yourself an official bag, man. This thing is $50, and it's well worth it. It is handmade in Brooklyn. Handmade by Zion, the owner of the company. Wonderful cat. Thank you for reaching out. This is a great sponsor. This is a great product, man. You niggas go get this shit, man. Let me tell you where to get it. This is the website. The website is sundaysbest.us. You can hit the man up on Instagram at Zion from Brooklyn. Very easy, man. $50. You know what I'm saying? He, if you're in NYC, he will meet you in NYC. Look how dope this cat is. He will meet you in NYC. And if you're in California or in Canada or in anywhere else, man, you can freaking order this shit and he will ship it out to you, man. It's official, man. Hey, yo, man, check out, man, my guy at Zion from Brooklyn. And also go to his website, sundaysbest.us. You could go to the link in the bio and Zion. And yo, he also has other stuff. He has clothing. He has other stuff on there. But the official thing that's sponsoring the show today is this Gore-Tex bag, man. This shit is fire. Go get it. Yo, this Whiskey No Chaser podcast, the illest podcast on the planet. Today, I got a very special guest, man. I got Gabe Baez, comic book fucking warrior. I almost fucked up his name, but I didn't. Comic book fucking warrior. It's a big deal. What's good, bro?
I'm good, man. How you doing, bro?
I'm good. It's been a minute, and since we spoke, I ran into you. I was wearing a shirt.
Yeah, you had Dr. Doom on your shirt, and I was like, this guy's got a nice shirt. Because I'm a huge, as the name say, comic book warrior. I love everything comic books, and so when I saw you with that shirt, I'm like, he's got the dopest shirt, like everybody in that group.
That's dope, man. And you was like, hey, nice shirt. And then I was like, all right, this guy's ripped. This guy's doing something. I was like, what the fuck do you do? I remember I asked you something. I think it was that. I was like, what do you do? You do something. Or you had a wrestling shirt, whatever it was.
I think I was wearing my tank top.
Yeah.
I was wearing my tank top because I was heading to the gym, and I said, nice shirt. And you go, what do you do? Because you saw my face on the shirt. And I go, oh, well, I'm a pro wrestler.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, oh shit, yo, I got a fucking show, man. You should come talk shit with me for a little bit. And you were like, I like podcasts. Yeah, I'm down. And
yeah, man.
Here we are today, even though, it's been a little bit of a delay. I was backed up and booked. And then on top of that, I had, just so everybody knows that this is the first episode coming back after the basement got flooded, and we're here, and I got this special guest that I've been wanting to have on. I see him around, and I'm like, fuck, I felt like an asshole because I invited you on, and I'm like filming, and I never really got you on. And then on top of that, I had another wrestler on, which my boy, Freck Sinatra, shout out to Freck Sinatra, brought him on, El Oso Cubano. Do you happen to know him?
I know him very well. Me and him actually met at a comic shop.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm not even joking, bro.
Just out of nowhere, like there was nothing wrestling happening.
Nothing wrestling happening. Me and him were just like, we were both on opposite sides of the store. It was the A&S comic shop. You know what I'm talking about?
In Richfield?
No, not in Richfield. I forgot how. I forgot what part it's at, but like I hear him talking about like ring crew and all that, and I asked him, hey, are you a wrestler? And he goes, yeah. And he went by the Meadowlands Monster at the time.
Yeah, that's how, yeah.
And I said, oh, I'm actually, this is like when I first started. I said, I'm actually training to be a pro wrestler. And me and him kept talking for like hours. And then I bumped into him again at a wrestling show and like, I was like, you probably don't remember me. He goes, are you kidding me? I remember you, dude. We've been at AS.
Cool ass dude, man.
Man. I was grateful that you remember me. And when he saw what I was doing, he said like, bro, you got some stuff going your way. And that's really warmed my heart.
Yeah, dog. I was going through you. Well, I every time, I started following you at that time, and I've been watching what you're doing, and you're doing things, and you're working, you know what I'm saying? And stuff. So that's dope to see that you're following your dreams. You know what I'm saying? You're a young man. And like I was telling you earlier, so this guy, I would go to work at the morning, or actually, no, I would be coming home from work because I was working the night shift at that time. And there'd be a bunch of high school kids in front of my crib waiting for the like local bus to take them to school. And I'd be like, yo, this little nigga's brawling the hell. I used to just be like, yo, this kid could probably bench the whole school. And he looks like a good kid. What did you do in high school, dog? Sports?
I didn't do any sports in high school.
No, you're fucking lying.
I'm not lying.
You're bigger than the fucking linebackers in school.
And I weighed like 210 at the time.
Yeah, nigga, you were big, man.
And I didn't do any of the sports or anything. I was the shy kid. Like
that's what I'm talking about. I would see this fucking kid frolic, just standing there waiting for the bus. And I'm like, yo, he never has a jersey on. He doesn't, I feel like he maybe doesn't even play any sports. And I was like, the only thing I would think of is maybe he's a wrestler in the school. Cause wrestling, is a big deal. Did you do wrestling in high school at East?
No.
What the hell? Sorry. So let's go, man. Where'd this journey start, bro?
So I've been doing this for 5 years. Since I was 15 years old.
Okay. So this is what you was dedicated to in high school already.
Yeah. I was dedicated to it in high school already. And I went to one school, it was called IWF. And then like after like a few sessions, they shut down. And then I went to Damian Adams, who is one of the best trainers I've had. Don't get me wrong, like the place I was at prior, I met amazing people. I
think this guy actually brought that place up. El Oso Cubano brought it up, I think, also. But go ahead, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and I met amazing people, like my late best friend, Michael Cammett. I'm not going to mention this guy's name because me and him, we have we're having...
You have a rivalry right now.
We have some me and Justin Adams, we have some
Man, you just mentioned his name, man.
Hey.
Should I blur it? Should I beep? Nah, I'm not going to beep it.
But like, me and him, we got some stuff going on. And like, right now, like me and him, I really just don't want to talk about Justin Adams. So just forewarning, if you bring him up, I'm going to be mad.
All right. I was about to like really, because I would like to kind of, you brought him up.
All right, fine.
You got to tell us a little bit of the tension and what's going on and what you want to do to him, because I know, sir, that this wrestling shit is serious.
So, all right, you want a little backstory? So what happened was, I won something called the Cammett Cup, which was in tribute to my late friend Michael Cammett, and I gotta say that was one of the best feelings of my life.
Yeah.
And me and Justin, we both knew Mike. We both had love for each other. He was one of the few that guided me to be the person I am, to be the role model, to be the hero, I guess. I don't like calling myself the hero, but people see me as a real life superhero. And I don't know what happened when we went our separate ways, but Justin, he became arrogant. He became greedy, and he thought that everything was owed to him. And so one day, like, there was a fatal four-way to crown the first ever American champion at Spartan. And I decided to sit ringside because I had the contract. I could use that any time. Hell, I could have made that a fatal five-way. But I decided to sit back and watch. And Justin, I thought I was going to get a warm welcome from him. But what does he do? He takes the contract, takes it to the center of the ring, and stomps on it, and kicks it towards me. And I'm like, okay, maybe it's just like he's in a bad mood today. But then at the end of the match, he was going to hit the champ in the head. So I had no choice but to spear him. And then I go backstage. He cheap shots me.
He said no choice but to spear him.
Because here's why. He's going to ruin a champion's moment. The guy, Abed Aronis.
Now, you're a stand-up guy. I like this. I like where this is going. Go ahead, sir.
Abed Aronis, he won that. He won that spot, and he earned being the American champion. And so, seeing Justin throw away everything that I thought he stood for, it broke my heart to spear him, but I had no choice. And then he cheap shots me from behind, claiming that the title is his. And so I talked to Vic Vaughn, the CEO of Spartan Championship Wrestling, to make the match between me and Justin. And Justin, he was trying to run away.
Oh, he's trying to duck.
He was trying to duck because there was a match prior where there were a few pieces of wood in the ring and he was afraid of getting a splinter. That was his excuse. But what I did is I grabbed him and I dragged him back in the ring. And then he cheap shots me again. And then he rolls out. And what does he do? He disrespects the contract and the trophy that I won. He tears up the contract right in front of my face and throws it at me. And I was livid. I started chasing him. I was beating the living life out of him. But Justin, he doesn't have the balls to do things right. So what does he do? He puts his feet on the ropes just so he can get the win.
Justin seems to be a little bit of a piece of shit. Let's be real. I'm so sorry, respectfully. Justin, I don't know you, man, but you kind of seem like a little bit of an asshole.
And that's why, like, I'm going to tell you this right now. Vic Vaughn, I know you're going to be watching this. October 31st at Cardiac Arrest, make the match official. I want to face Justin Adams just so I could prove that he is not the man he claims to be. And I know you're going to send me another contract because I won it fair and square. But hell, I'll even put that on the line if Justin wants to.
On the line? You shit you won, dog?
I don't care. He wants to be the man. He's got to beat me.
So you're willing to fucking do some shit like that? Just put everything on the line? With Justin?
With Justin, I don't care. No matter who's in the ring for me, no matter how big or how small. And I gotta say, Justin's a little scrawnier than me.
Justin.
Hey,
The disrespect. I don't think he respects you much, Justin. And you're watching this. I know you are.
he lost my respect. He lost my respect. That's something that I don't take lightly.
You're a stand-up guy and you don't want to deal with fucking guys.
I don't deal with liars. I don't deal with cheaters.
Respect.
And to see Justin do those things, that just pisses me off. That throws away everything I stand for. So in order and to make an enemy out of me, that's probably one of the biggest mistakes he's done.
You know what? Yo, I'm gonna be real with you. Have you seen on Amazon? Oh fuck, what's the name of the show? With the heroes, but it's not superheroes.
Oh, The Boys.
The Boys. I fucking love that shit, dog.
I have the comic books.
I didn't even know there was comic books.
It was
Look at that.
actually comic books.
Look at that. Yo, I love how they really took superheroes and made them into what it really is. If they had the powers, bro, they would just take over us. We wouldn't be lined up as fucking, I don't know, diamond miners or something like that. Like they would, if there was a superhero with that type of power that could do whatever he wants and run through us.
Yeah.
You can't even hide from the guy. There's nothing you could do. He's going to kill you. He's going to find you.
Yeah.
Over.
Like
you kind of gave that energy right now.
Hey, when I have a mindset for something, it's not going to stop me. And right now, my goal is to rip Justin Adams' head off.
Yeah, I think Justin has a problem coming up.
Hey, he started something that he probably won't finish.
Damn, damn. Simple as that. And all right, so you still don't have the match.
I'm telling you right now, Vic Vaughn, I know you're going to be watching this because I'm going to send this to you. I'm going to say there's a little personal message for you. I have your number. You have mine. And I've sent you text after text after text. And you've left me on red. Now, I know that you want to be the SCW champion, but right now you have a business to run. And right now, if you want your two best to get their beef out of the way for business, make the match a cardiac arrest. Now, I don't care what you have to do to make the match official. Just make it happen.
Cardiac arrest.
That's the name of the event.
All right. No, because I was like, cardiac arrest. This sounds serious. Like there sounds like there might be some type of bloody situations happening.
Only time can tell now.
Word. Now, yo, let me ask you, man. How did you get into this, bro? Like, what started this? I mean, what the hell?
So,
this is not an easy lifestyle. That's why I asked.
So, what really got me hooked with wrestling was my grandfather. He wasn't a wrestler, but he was the biggest wrestling fan in the household. And when I was trying to pick what career I wanted to do with my life, I didn't see myself doing an office job. I didn't see myself following orders from anybody. I wanted to follow my own path. And when I saw pro wrestling when I saw that on TV, I was like, this is something I want to do with my life. Because I looked up to those guys.
So you started watching this from as far as you can remember?
I started watching as far as I can remember. And my grandfather, like me and him were like the two watching it all the time. I swear to you, I think my mom has like photos of me and him sitting down eating Popeye's chicken, watching pay-per-views. And like
That's dope.
And he was one of the main reasons like why I pushed myself even more in the ring. And to be honest, I'm grateful that he helped. He was one of the few that led me to this path. Whenever people ask me what started you to go at wrestling, I always say my grandfather, because he and it was a family joke. Every time I talked about wrestling, they would all look at my grandfather saying, "You see the monster you made?"
That's dope, though.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? It's dope to have somebody that fucks what you fuck with, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have a son, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, he's 17, but he lives with his mother. He grew up South Jersey. He didn't grow up around me, but he grew up around me, of course. I was in his life all the time. I FaceTime and talk to him, pardon me, excuse me, every day. I'm in his life. I support my child. It's more of having a child in your house and doing what you do and just the mannerisms, like things like that. And now I have 2 daughters that live in my house. And the youngest one, is me. I call her my twin. And I'm like, all the shit that I like, I'm like, oh, okay, so I like to mountain bike, urban mountain bike, if you will. I'm pretty sure she's gonna be doing that. I like to rollerblade and shit, like skate or whatever, hit some fucking ledges, and I'm not doing no crazy shit, but things like that. Hit the skate park.
Yeah.
I'm sure when she's old enough, she's gonna want to come and do that with me because she's kind of my twin. But it's my point is saying that it's dope to have that, and I'm sure your grandfather felt that energy or feels that energy. I don't know if he's ever.
He sadly passed away in
Sorry about that.
2019.
It sounded like he did. That's
yeah.
right.
But like whenever and I will mention this, like that was like one of the like most like hard moments of my life, because I had a show 2 weeks before, 2 weeks like after he passed away, and I didn't go to wrestling training. I didn't do any of that, and then I get a call from my trainer saying, "Hey, you got to come in. I know you're going through stuff, but you gotta." He wouldn't want you like that.
He wouldn't.
And a lot of my wrestling buddies that I call my family, they had my back, and they were there for me. And on that show, my whole family came because they knew that I wasn't in the right mindset. And my grandmother, who hates wrestling, I will say this right now, she hates wrestling, was sitting in the crowd, and I kid you not, that was probably one of the most heartfelt moments of my life. And then when I went backstage, I started like crying because he wanted to come to the show, because Darren Young or Fred Rosser, who he's go by this days, was wrestling at the show, and he was a huge fan of him. And to see my whole family show support, and like to have my family there, it truly like warmed my heart. But it was also like one of the most, that was the very first emotional match in my entire career. And I know there's going to be more along the way, but it's one of the many bumps in the road that I have to deal with.
Yeah, you're gonna, everything is like that, man. And to have lost him 2 weeks before that match when he really wanted to be there, I know that sucks. And I'm sure that, man, I'm here, man. I don't know shit about fucking spiritual life, whatever, or what happens to us when we die. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I know the Bible says, certain people on the Bible, all right, well, the Bible says, as I grew up learning that, you die and then you wait to be resurrected after Jesus comes, after the Armageddon and all that, and all that stuff, right? Because, I grew up, my parents, well, not my parents, my father's not, but my mom is Jehovah's Witness. So I grew up, and that's how I learned. So, what I've learned is that when you die, you are at least get to come back. Yeah. You've paid for all your sins, whatever it is, and you get to come back and stuff like that. So just know that.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying? But they also have the other side of it, that it's like, oh, he's watching over us. And he maybe was there and saw. If he was in purgatory, maybe he did see. Hopefully he was in purgatory around that time and he saw it. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. And we always joke about this. In our dining room, we have a light that just turns on and off out of nowhere. We joke around saying that he's there, like just messing around with us. We go, Joe's messing around with us again. And like whenever.
There goes Joe again.
That we do that all the time.
That's dope.
And we always called Pop Grumpy because he looked like one of the seven doors Grumpy.
Ah, that's funny.
He had the Grumpy shirt and everything.
That's dope. Moment. That's fucking dope, man. Damn, man. It's dope. Listen, man. It's dope to be old and have family that loves you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of old people around that are alone. I live with one that lives upstairs and he's alone. I don't know if anybody. I got love for the guy. I'm cool with him. But at the end of the day, he's not my family. So, the love that I can have for him or not is not going to be what family has. Yeah. You feel me? So, just to be able to be an old person, you know what I'm saying? And have people that fuck with you enough to buy you a Grumpy shirt. You know what I'm saying? That's fucking dope. You know what I'm saying? He lived good, man. Apparently he had people that loved him, that loved him still. Yeah. And shit. And God bless that man, yo. Yeah. Word is born, man. God bless your grandpa, man. He set you up.
Yeah, he did. He set me on my journey. And anyway, back to the whole story. So
go for it.
So when I wanted to start wrestling, I was searching up wrestling schools. And the only one that was like in close proximity to me at the time was IWF. Because keep in mind, I didn't have a license at the time. Hell, I didn't even have a permit.
True.
I still don't have that now, but
Oh, sir, you need to start getting that.
I know. I have an appointment.
I should have told. Yeah, go ahead.
But my mom, I had to nag it. My mom like saying, "Hey, can we go here? Can we go here?" And she was I was just poking the bear. My whole family saw that. I was just poking the bear, like trying to get into this wrestling school.
Yeah.
And she actually budged and got me in for a session in January, I believe. And then that's when I met Michael Cammett, just my former best friend, Justin Adams. And I started training there, and I gotta say, like, the people I met there, I will always have a special place in my heart. And then sadly, I think it was around March, I believe, they shut down.
Damn. Yeah.
And then
Was this before pandemic?
this was before pandemic. This was around 2016.
Yeah. Oh shit. Oh yeah. I forgot. 5 years.
Yeah.
Back. Shit.
And then one of my friends, Rob Vegas, recommended Damian Adams. And I hit up Damian, like saying like, "Hey, can I come in just to see how the training is?" And he said yeah. And I came in with my family, and I came in fully geared just in case like I had to get in the ring and do anything. I didn't do anything. I was just like watching. And
Fully geared as in what? I'm sorry. What were you wearing, bro? Break that down for the peoples.
shorts, knee pads, basically anything you need to wear when training for pro wrestling, because one, your knees are gonna be put to the test when you're wrestling in that ring.
I would imagine so.
Yeah. And when I loved the school, I said, I'm going to come here. And
Where's the school located? Can you tell that? Can you disclose that? Is that
it's located in Wharton.
okay? Okay.
And I will say this, the training at Team Adams is like one of the most difficult training sessions, because we do intense cardio, and we do rolls as a warm up, and we do 1,000 squats.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, we do 1,000 squats.
Holy fuck!
Yeah, I guess who's the one that counts them now every time?
I don't know.
I count them.
So you have to do every one of them.
Yeah, we have to do every one of them, and we do
How long do you do? Like, what breaks do you get in between?
no breaks.
No. 1,000 squats standing right now.
Yeah.
You're gonna do 1,000 squats standing right. I'm not right now, of course. You'll stand there and do 1,000 squats.
Yeah, we have to stand there and do 1,000 squats.
Oh my god, son, that is motherfucker. Just that is. I'm ready to go home right after that.
Yeah, and the first day I did that, I couldn't walk for 3 days because my legs were so stiff from doing those squats, from doing the rolls, from doing all the drills. And
Oh my god, 1,000. Yeah, I'm stuck on 1,000
and
squats.
we had to do Hindu squats. So what we do in Hindu is that, like, you have to go down all the way to the ground, and you have to swipe the mat. If you don't swipe the mat, it doesn't count.
Oh, what? So 1,000 of those?
1,000 of those.
No, hold on. So you swipe them out. How do you swipe them out?
Is it okay if I show you real quick?
Yeah, please, yo.
Yeah. So
You know, I mean, hey, sorry for the guys listening, but the YouTubers will see it. Go.
what? Swipe.
All right, so I'm gonna explain to the people that can't see it. Yo, so you pretty much have to go down. Your fingertips have to like pretty much rub the ground.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much showing you that you're going all the way down.
All the way down, like a power lifter squat.
Holy shit. 1,000 of those.
Yep.
Ay, Dios mío.
And your thighs will be intense right after that. And right after the 1,000 squats, we go right into the drills.
So tomorrow my workout's gonna be doing 20 of those. And I'm gonna PI because I get it in, man. I mean, I do my little workouts, but that's not. I don't work out now that I thought about it. Just looking at that, I don't work out.
Yeah, like
No.
Like, and the next day, like I still have to go to the gym. Like we train from 7 at night, and sometimes it goes to 10 o'clock to midnight. And
Oh my.
Wharton's like an hour away. So when
you have to drive after that back home.
back home, it takes like, it depends on traffic. And
Well,
everything.
at the end of the day, you're not driving because you don't have.
I ride with Raymond Shaw,
Yeah.
Genuine Article, and we ride back, and we're exhausted. And I go shower, I put on my PJs, and I wake up at 4 a.m. just so I can go to the gym at 5.
You got to work. What do you mean to the gym for? What? You just worked out last night, dog.
Hey, that was cardio. I got to put in the weights.
You're not human, son. You're not human. What the fuck?
Hey,
Now, you've been doing this a while now, right?
I've been doing this for a while now. Like, in high school, it was a lot easier for me. I will say that because the school had a gym. I went in after school, did all the workouts, and the main thing that was an issue was my diet. Because before I started wrestling, I would eat nothing but ramen noodles.
Oh yeah, that's not
good.
not food, sir.
Yeah,
That's
so,
literally not food.
yeah, it's literally not food.
Yeah.
You could use that to replace wood.
Yeah. Word.
And so when I changed up my diet, I would start eating whole eggs and then with oatmeal, just no sugars or anything like that. And,
No, you can't.
and my buddy Bison, who lives in Florida right now, would recommend me drinking black coffee, no sugars,
Yeah, no, that's the way to do it. No sugar,
no sugars, no creamer.
no milk, nothing.
And I cut out dairy, and I miss dairy.
Sir, you don't eat cheese?
Nope.
God. And you're still a nice person?
It's a miracle.
Yeah. Seriously. Yo,
But
oh, that's crazy.
But and in high school, I would actually go to it was called Acme at the time, Lidl or whatever, and
Yeah.
I would get a whole rotisserie chicken for lunch. I would eat the whole rotisserie chicken.
Damn. That's a lot. That's a family meal.
That's a family meal, and everybody in the high school would look at me while I eat because the utensils wouldn't cut at some point, so I just had to pick it up and just like eat it like a Viking, basically.
Like I told you, this kid was standing here looking like a 25-year-old waiting for fucking the bus. And
And I would wear the Captain America Under Armour shirt and like sweats. And I would just like not talk to anybody. I was just like the shy kid. Everybody would try and talk to me about it. And I will say this, in high school, the main supporter for my wrestling were the teachers. And they actually,
damn, that's what's up, yo.
yeah. And one of my teachers would actually play my matches during class. And I would just be like hiding in the corner, just like this, just crouching down.
Why the fuck are you gonna be shy when you're supposed to be the one? That's me, and I toughed off that, and I knocked him out, and I put him in the power bomb, and I put him in the earth slam, all that shit. That's what you're supposed to be, dog.
But like,
You were not, huh?
I was super shy because also keep in mind back then I was bullied a lot because I was chubby, out of shape.
When the fuck would you? Hey, bro, I'm telling you, this guy was junior year at least. Brolic. Nobody was bullying this guy. Definitely at that time. Absolutely not.
Prior to that, I was bullied
Yeah.
a lot. So
Yeah, bullied for real.
yeah, I was picked on a lot.
You don't even look like the type of person that would allow that.
I back then I was shy. I didn't know like how to communicate with people, and I actually posted this on my Instagram on my first day of going to Weehawken because I originally lived in Saddlebrook and I was bullied there. And when I moved to Weehawken, I'm like, all right, fresh start. I'll make some new friends. I get drop kicked.
Rock kicked? What? Who the fuck did drop kicks a new nigga? Who did that? Who the fuck did that to this man? You asshole. Who did this to this man?
What? I won't say his name because like I don't want him to get in trouble.
Yeah, fuck him, man. How you gonna drop kick this nigga, man? No, go ahead.
But like, and then like I started to, and that's when like around like sophomore, junior year, I started training for pro wrestling. And then like everybody started to realize like he's not the same person anymore. He's like,
You started getting a little more.
yeah, I started to do during gym class. I didn't play basketball or volleyball or any of the thing. I would actually be working out. Like I would be doing calisthenics. I would be doing headstand push-ups.
Oh, that's not easy at all.
That's not.
I would try that, dog. It's not easy.
Headstand push-ups. I would be running for maybe like 20 minutes. Like I would be doing mainly calisthenic workouts before I could go to the gym.
Now, were you all right? So, at this point, you were a little chubby. You weren't.
I was like,
Fit.
I was not fit. I weighed around like 180. And then when I started training for pro wrestling, I cut down to 165.
Damn.
And then I started to gain weight and I started to go to 215.
To what?
215.
And I guess that's when I saw you standing here.
Yeah,
Stop.
probably.
That this fucking, and you just be there by yourself. The kids would be talking to each other, and you just be there by yourself.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, the brolic kid is just standing there by himself, and I'm like, he's probably retarded. I was like, maybe he's retarded because he doesn't talk to anybody. But you're not retarded, apparently.
Sadly, I just had no friends.
I just couldn't figure you out. I used to sit you. I'm like, why is this kid so brolic? And then nobody's talking to him. He's just there. And shit. Yeah. All right, cool, man. But apparently, so when did that change? Did that ever change, or did you go out of high school being the kid that you don't really talk to anybody?
Like over time, like I started talking to more and more people because they realized that like I'm just like a passionate person. I'm like, and then I had friends in Weehawken, but they had other group of friends.
But what made you be like that? To be honest, like just let's dive into that for 2 seconds.
Yeah, I got you.
What made you actually be that type of person? Because I'm outgoing, so I've always been kind of outgoing, whatever, and shit. But when I would see people like you, I'd want to be friends with you.
Yeah.
Most people wouldn't even talk to you like that. Like people would be in my class, would be like, "Man, fuck that guy. You don't want to."
Yeah.
But I'd be like, "I want to know this person. What's going on there? Well, I want to talk to this person. It could be a girl or a boy, but I always wanted to meet these people and be like, and know why, and just understand you.
Yeah.
What the fuck made you be like that, though?
So when I started wrestling, I had more self-confidence as well. Cause like you gotta realize I was starting to get shredded. I had chest threads going. Chest threads is like when your muscle tissue is starting to show whenever you flex.
Damn, son, this nigga's killing it. That shit is hard to get.
Yeah. And oh wait, actually here, I'll show you a quick photo of me in high school. Hold on.
Let's see. I'm gonna actually bring it up for the people to see it.
Yeah.
Also,
I gotta go on my Instagram. Jesus.
Yeah, do your thing. Yeah, man. A lot of people growing up don't have chest threads or whatever.
Yeah, and like literally, like that was like one of the most insane things. Like I realized, like I looked at myself and I realized, holy hell, I'm no longer the shy, chubby kid. I'm this
I'm flyer than the top football guys.
It's like, and I gotta say, like I was like really. Oh, here it is. There, right there.
Look at this guy. This guy had this guy. That's high school.
That's high school.
Hold on, I gotta bring it to the camera.
Yeah, here you go.
All right, sorry for the listeners on everywhere else, but this kid was fucking ripped.
And that's all natural, folks. It's all natural, folks.
Yeah. So yeah, you working, but
yeah.
You know what? You got good genetics. I can tell.
That's the funny thing. Everybody that saw me at a wrestling show and saw that I was like Jack thought I was on steroids. They legit asked me, "Are you on the gas?
Are you on SARMs? What are you on, bro? Talk about it."
Yeah, I don't take anything, man. I just eat clean. That's it.
That's good. That's good. That's very good, man. Now, did that change what you were doing with the ladies in high school? Because you know, a lot of us, some of us growing up did not get any pussy growing up in high school. Some of us get a lot of it in high school. I'm just asking.
Zero.
I
didn't talk to any of the girls because and
you're handsome. No homo. I'm just saying this. Yeah. You know what? Yeah. You know what? I have no problem telling another man, "Hey, man, you're a handsome nigga." Because at the end of the day, I'm a handsome ass nigga. So I have.
Yeah,
no problem.
Looking dude.
Thank you very much, man. And shit. So I have no problem sending out the same compliment to somebody else.
Yeah.
I don't feel that it's a gay thing to tell another man. I feel it's a confidence thing. I'm confident in myself. So I could tell you, "Hey, man, you handsome ass nigga, dog." It's just so that's why I'm saying, like, it's weird that you weren't fucking killing the world at that time, especially what were you, junior or senior year?
Like around junior, going into my senior year of high school. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So the ladies were they hollered at you and you wasn't reciprocating it, or what was going on there?
I will say this: I was more focused on wrestling and getting my diploma.
Okay, I respect that.
Like, kids, your education's important.
There's no kids that are gonna watch this.
I know. I know. I just like saying that.
Only adults watch this.
I know. But like, yeah, I was just more focused on my education and wrestling itself because to balance that life, it was difficult for me because
yeah, I think it.
I remember one time, I had to this was like my first match ever. I had to go to Newport, Vermont, which was like on the border of Canada.
I know. Holy shit.
And I had to send an email to the principal saying, I won't be in. I'm going to be wrestling in on the border of Canada. And I had to send a photo of the poster I was on. And the principal pulled me to the side like the 2 days before I left saying, is this for real? And I go, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go wrestle, dog.
I'm going to go wrestle. And somehow word got out that I had to do a wrestling show. So my Modern World Affairs teacher, James Penapinto, Coach P as we called him, showed the poster of me where like in my gear, shirtless, keep in mind. And I will say this there was a girl that I had a little crush on sitting right next to me. And when he showed that photo, yeah,
Yeah.
I was just like blushing and just trying to like turn away, like, God damn it. It was like one of those like awkward moments.
Yeah, it's so funny. Yeah.
I was just like, what do I do now? Do I like say like, yeah, that's me? Or like, do I do like a,
Just say, yeah, yeah, motherfucker. There's this excuse for the cursing in school, but I had to, yeah, motherfucker. Look at me on that poster, man. And shit.
but yeah, like, that was like one of the most difficult things for me balancing, and still difficult for me to, now, cause I'm in college and it's hard for me to balance wrestling in school because it takes away my wrestling training, but also I have to focus on getting my degree.
All right, so let me ask you something. As a wrestler, you know, what are you? Because you know, as I could tell, you're not putting all your eggs in one basket. What are you planning on doing? What's your degree gonna be? How are you gonna get money while you're trying to set up your dream?
I want to be a personal trainer.
Okay, so college, you didn't need that, sir.
I know. I just want.
You're just wasting a lot of money.
No. The only reason why I went to college is because I want to learn more about the human body.
Okay.
The only way, like, and I want.
What are you minoring in?
Exercise science.
Okay. Why didn't you minor in business? Because you're gonna have a business.
Because like my sister, she knows more about business, and she's actually taught me a lot about business.
So you have somebody that could put you on. To
Exactly.
business. Perfect. That's perfect.
And
Nice.
and I want to learn more about the human body. And everybody says I didn't have to go to college to learn to become a personal trainer, but in my opinion, I felt like it was the best way to do it, because to understand the protocols better, to understand like how like different situations, like how to train someone pregnant, how to train someone.
You're doing it right, bro. I really think, because it's true. It's cool. You can learn how to train somebody, right?
Yeah.
You can learn how to train somebody. But if you don't understand what the body mechanics are, you're really not gonna be able to break down and understand how to fix somebody. What if there's somebody with a shoulder injury?
Yeah.
But he still wants to work out. What would you do there if you didn't know? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like that.
Like me, I have a shoulder injury right now. I can't lift weights like I was lifting. Like I was on my way to lifting 300 pounds, benching 300 pounds. Like my goal was to just bench 300 pounds regularly.
Yeah.
And now I can't do it because my shoulder's fucked up. So a person like me, I'm like, now I really can't lift like that. You know?
Exactly.
I'm hurting like a motherfucker. Like I'm carrying, right now, I'm benching 40-pound weights when I was like benching 265, chilling. Now I'm benching 40-pound weights and in pain.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's not fun.
Yeah. Like that's
We need people to train us.
Yeah.
Teach us how to deal with that.
that's why like I wanted to do that, because everybody's body is different. Like no matter how people like think like, oh, it's just my genetics and all that, there's always a reason behind it. Everybody's body's different, yes, but there's always a way to get to the shape that you want. And people think like, oh, I just want to lose fat. That's not a goal. Like, how do you want to benefit yourself? Do you want to be stronger? Do you want to be leaner? Do you want to build more muscle mass? Do you want to like anything that you can do to help take your physical like appearance or change your fitness level at any point?
Yeah.
You got to have a certain routine. Like for me, like I wake up at 4 a.m. I go to the gym at 5 and I do the workouts to target certain areas. Like Yeah. Was it yesterday? No, it was Monday. Monday I hit chest. I did incline bench press. I did dumbbell bench press because I don't like doing it flat.
I like dumbbells better.
Yeah, dumbbells is way better
dumbbell.
because you get more like a movement and it helps the chest like spread out more.
Dumbbells have been my best result.
Exactly. And then for lower, I do dips.
Dips have saved my life.
Exactly.
Dips. I'm sorry to cut you off about
No
this.
problem.
I just want you to understand how much I love dips.
Yeah.
I have a dip rack over here, which I can't do dips right now because my shoulder's fucked up, and it really, it depresses me. It makes me very sad because dips were my like main thing that I did every day, no matter what.
Yeah.
And I can't do dips now. I can probably do 5 dips, and it hurts the whole time.
Yeah.
And I'm bitching right now. Yes, I'm bitching. All right, but but yeah, fucking damn it. Oh, so dips.
Yeah.
The reason I say dips saved my life, dips took me out of depression, took me out of my life, like, because I hurt my back.
Yeah.
I wound up getting 2 herniated discs, and I was in motherfucking pain, dog, just all the time, man. I couldn't even carry my kids, man. This was a bad time for me. 9 months of fucking pain. Well, the last month of the 9 months were me recovering, but the first, it was just pain at all times. So imagine how much of an asshole I was, because when you're in pain, you don't even know how to be nice. You're just in pain, bro. So you're just like, fuck you, everybody.
Yeah.
You're an asshole. I was an asshole for 9 months.
Yeah.
And shit. Not that I'm not an asshole now, but I was more of an asshole. And shit. And my wife was like, do something that's gonna help, push the juices in, because we were watching videos. Yeah. And when it comes to herniated discs in your back, it's because they're like jelly donuts and it got pushed out. The jelly got pushed out. It's touching a nerve, and your nerve is in pain because it's touching the nerve. All you got to do is work. If people forget to, or people don't understand, they let their doctors push them into injections and into surgery before they decide to try to work it out. It hurts to work it out like a motherfucker, but you need to find a way to do it. So you do it slowly. So I started doing dips. For some reason, I remembered that dips, you fucking have to like pretty much, scorpion up and dip up. So I was like, you pushing the juices doing that. Bro, I started doing dips. I could barely do 5 at that time. Barely do 5. I went from doing 5 to I needed weights to fucking. Yeah.
Like, and stuff like that, like pull-ups too. Like, I
can't do pull-ups for shit. 5. I'll get 5. You get 5 off of me right now. Easy money.
Like, and it was becoming easier for me in high school. So what I did was there was a weight belt and there was like 2 loops. And I had a chain for a neck harness. A neck harness.
This guy, go. Aggressive. So aggressive.
And I took 2 45-pound plates and I started doing pull-ups with it. And everybody.
Pull-ups,
yeah.
Bro, I told you, pull-ups are not easy.
Pull-ups are not easy. And like everybody would.
Before we go into that, because I'm sorry, this is what I do on the show. I cut people off.
No problem.
I go into where I'm interested in real quick. Pull-ups, was it something that when you first started, you can do?
Yeah.
Or, right, you see, you lucky bastard. It's something that is so difficult for me. Dips were difficult for me in the beginning, but my boy Nick, shout out to Nick, he held my legs up and he like pretty much helped me and shit. But pull-ups for some reason, and especially now with my shoulder, I'm not doing any. I push. Go ahead.
Yeah, like, and then when I did the 2 45-pound plates, my buddy, my buddy Brian, he wanted to record me, and I was tired. After that, I said, I'm gonna do 1 plate. I changed it to 1 plate, and he recorded me doing it, and I posted it on my Instagram. And one of my buddies, he thought I could do more weight because he knows like I'm crazy in the gym. And I go, yeah, I did with 2 earlier, but then I dropped it down because I was tired.
And that's not easy. You added 90 pounds to your weight, which you probably weighed what at that time, like 180, 190?
Like I weighed around like 185.
Yeah. So you just fucking went to fucking 275, you know what I'm saying, type status. That's a lot of weight, bro. That's, you know what I'm saying? You got somebody you got to handle, do what you got to do.
Who's FaceTiming me? Hello?
Who's FaceTiming during our show?
I'm in a podcast right now. I'll call you back. I don't know who it was.
This guy gets random FaceTimes.
That was the weirdest thing that just happened. I just had like a random FaceTime. I hate to do that too. Sorry, my bad.
Nah, don't worry about it. Listen, man, my show's not. It's professional, but it's not so professional that if we're on air, that if you got a phone call that you need to answer, I won't.
Yeah, and but like how we get into me doing pull-ups?
No, we got into you doing pull-ups because we were talking about you in high school, and we was talking about how I was like, hey man, did you start getting bitches and all of a sudden all that shit?
I didn't have a serious girlfriend till like last year. Like I didn't have any serious relationships until last year.
I married my serious girlfriend. I have a baby mom's.
Yeah.
That we were never serious. And then I have my wife that was my girlfriend.
Yeah.
And then became my wife now. And it's just so I personally, was a late bloomer. I didn't get, I got girls always, but I was afraid of girls. Now that I'm older, I look back and I'm like, look at this little bitch. You're scared of girls. Yeah. And I could admit as an adult, now that I've already put the work in and I know that women like me and I like women but I was scared.
I will say this though, there was one moment that at a wrestling show that I found like most like amazing. So it was during intermission, the break between the halftime of the wrestling show. And what happened is that I'm going out, I'm handing out like signed photos and all that, and like all out of nowhere, like 5 or 6 girls start swarming me, and I'm just like, and I didn't know what to do, so I went over to a table where my friend was at, and I go, what do I do? And he goes, they like you,
hug them.
Yeah, and I like took photos with them, and like they and one of them was drunk, and they wrote down their number on my arm.
Nice.
The funny part was I didn't even realize it was happening. I was signing a photo with one hand while she was writing it down the other. I didn't even feel it. That's how
she's smooth. You definitely should have called her. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's my rule. Don't date fans.
Don't date fans.
No.
It's actually. You're messing up the groupie love, bro.
I will say,
you need some groupie love. You deserve it, son.
I know that, but it's just professionalism in a way, just because yes, I get that I'm attractive and all that, but I don't know, me as the wrestler, you don't know me as a person. That's the only reason why I won't date fans. They talk about wrestling more than anything.
Oh, all right. So you've spoken to you've had a situation already, probably that
where a fan was flirting with me and all that, and she was mentioning all the matches prior.
Yeah, so it was just more of a wrestling situation,
like a wrestling groupie, instead of just saying
we're just hanging out. Us.
Yeah.
Okay, I respect that. I ain't mad at that at all.
Yeah,
I ain't mad at that. Okay.
But yeah, I didn't have a serious relationship with a girl until last year, and I'm no longer.
You had a serious relationship with a man before. I'm just asking. It was
a female. It was a female.
All right. It was females. All right. Just fucking with you. All right, go ahead.
But yeah, I will say though, I've had weird requests from dudes.
You gonna fuck yeah.
Oh, I know what the weirdest one was.
Yeah.
One of them asked me, "Do you mind sending me your worn socks?"
How much you're gonna pay, sir? I would send this because I'm not. You're not touching me, nigga. I'll send you my underwear if you want, nigga. How much after work? I've been working all day. How much you willing to pay, dog? And I'll keep it straight.
You should say it's extra for the brown streak.
It's extra for my brown streak after riding bike for fucking 2 hours. All right, just a little extra. Jesus.
But yeah, I've had weird fan requests.
That's dope. But it's weird at the same time.
It is weird, but I kind of get used to it. Like whenever I see those requests, so I just laugh at it now.
Now you're gonna get random DMs from me asking for weird things.
I know.
Let's see. I'm
someone's gonna ask for a PlayStation. I bet.
Yeah. Hey, can I use your used PlayStation after you play with it, or some crazy shit?
Can I have your Q-tip after you put it in your ear?
Yeah. Jesus.
I don't know.
Hey man, somebody would say that, guaranteed.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But
world.
Yeah, But yeah, I didn't really focus on relationships. I focused more on wrestling and trying to keep my life in check. Because you also have to keep in mind, like I live with my folks, and I want to be there for them as well.
Are your folks old?
They're older than me, yeah, but I want.
I mean, they better be older than you,
Yeah.
folks.
Yeah, and I just like to be there, help out as much as possible. And when I have shows and stuff, I kind of like worry about them sometimes because like whenever I have a show in like Whitehall, New York, I would like message them like saying, "Hey, we just got done with the show. How's everything at home?" And like there was no signal in the building the first time, like, and I didn't know that at the time. The messages would say delivered, and I'm thinking something's up, so I'd be pacing back and forth. And then when I go outside, the message pops up. Oh, everything's fine.
And you're over here like sick.
Yeah, I'm over here like worried to death. Like,
yeah, and you're far as fuck.
I'm far. I'm like 5 hours away from home.
Yeah.
And I'm with everybody at wrestling. And I had like no way of seeing if they're okay or not. And like that's the thing about me. I worry too much about my family, even though they're grown people and they can handle themselves. I'm like the old soul that acts like the parent but really doesn't.
You know what I could tell, and I feel that energy off you. You know, you're a mature guy, and on top of that, you know, you got your shit together, and that's dope. And you got a plan. You got something you really want to do. Now, this wrestling shit.
Yeah.
Where's it going? Where do you want it to go?
I want to be at the top, man. I'll say that right now.
John Cena. Who's the top dog right now? Isn't it John Cena forever?
I think right now top like would have to be like Kenny Omega because he got #1 on the magazine.
All right. You see, I don't watch wrestling. So
Yeah.
the last time I've ever watched it was John Cena. Yeah. My son.
Yeah. John Cena, like John Cena's going into acting now. But like I would love to face some of the top wrestlers today. Like I've trained with Deonna Purrazzo, who's the current Impact Knockout champion. And she also has another title. I forgot what the title was.
Yeah.
That I just brain farted on that. And Tasha Steelz, who is a former Knockouts tag team champion. And I gotta say, like,
all right, so the next level right now, from where you are to now, let's go with that. Where are you gonna go next? What? Give me the steps. All right, so you go from here to, I don't know, fucking the camp of WWF or WWE. Like, what are the steps to becoming a pro wrestler and making a living off of it, a good living anyway?
So you have to go places. You have to go to different shows. You have to get your name out there. You have to show who you are. Like, I'm the comic book warrior. I showed you what I am. Like,
oh yeah, we're gonna get into the comic book that you gave me.
Yeah, and like I want to show people who I am. Like once I get my degree, which is gonna be in December, I'm gonna be going all over. I'm gonna go wherever the road needs to take me. I'll do whatever I can just to get myself out there, because I want people to know who I am, what I'm capable of, and why I consider myself a wrestler.
What do you do in the ring that's fucking makes you special, dog? You know, let's dive in real quick so people can understand how real this is. I want you to tell people and understand. So, because if McMahon or whatever was to talk to you right now, what would you tell that nigga? What would you tell him? Like, yo, man, I have this character, which you have a special character, you know what I'm saying? Comic book warrior. I've never heard of that. Nobody has that. Do you walk into the ring with a comic book and beat the shit out of people with the biggest comic books ever? The Bible of comic books? What do you have? I like that. I just came up with an idea. The Bible of comic books. That's the shit. That's your finishing move. You're going to beat the shit out of niggas with the Bible of comic books. Go ahead, sir. I'm sorry.
So for me, for those of you that don't know, I grew up a comic book nerd. So what started the whole comic book warrior thing is that no matter how people portray themselves, I see them as heroes I read about as a kid. And that's like literally right now I could compare you to John Storm from the Fantastic Four.
That's pretty dope. I don't know who that is, but that's dope.
The Human Torch.
Oh, that's pretty dope, man.
Yeah.
I like that.
And
that's
like,
dope.
because like
I fuck with that.
You seem laid back, you seem chill, and that's what I get off of you.
Damn, that's ill that you so you see people, you're like, oh, all right, this person's personality reminds me of this person that I read about. Oh, that's dope. Like, I love that.
And I could tell you right now, everybody at Team Adams, Ray Jazz, I could see him as a Gambit because he gives off that like arrogant energy, but you gotta love him to death. And
Gambit.
Yeah. Steven Stetson, I see him as Beast because he's a beast. And Damian Adams, the head trainer, he's Charles Xavier. He leads. He makes sure that you get you do things the right way and his way. And I gotta say, that's the best way to do it.
That's dope.
And for me, I see myself as Wolverine because I'm short.
Tough like a motherfucker?
Yeah.
You better be tough. You fucking in wrestling. Bro, these slams and these shits, man. How do you deal with that?
To be
Because
honest,
y'all niggas are slamming each other for real. These are not like, all right, y'all might choreograph it, but the slams.
I don't do that. I don't choreograph.
Then how the fuck?
I do it on the fly.
How the fuck do you have a match then? I always thought that.
I read body movement. I do whatever feels right. I read the person's body, and
You don't. I don't understand how the fuck you're gonna fucking do a body slam on somebody without telling them.
I just like to. I just feel them out, and if whenever I get the chance to tell them, I like whisper in their ear like body slam right now. Like I don't like to choreograph.
Now, are these people are down with what you're doing?
Some aren't, some are. It depends on what level they are. If they're brand new, I won't call it. I'll plan it with them. But if it's someone who's been doing it for a while and
They understand the moves, yeah.
I know how they work, I've seen their stuff, I will read their body movement.
Damn, just the thought of that even makes me a little uncomfortable.
I did that with my head trainer, Damian Adams. We did a 30-minute match, and we didn't, not even a peep.
Damn, that's dope. That's dope to understand that I wouldn't even like know where to begin.
Yeah.
To be honest, but I'm not a wrestler. I've never wrestled. I don't do that. So
It is very intense wrestling in that ring, and people think that the ring is soft. It's not soft at all.
doesn't look like, for me, I've seen how you guys fall. It just looks like a metal thing that bounces just a little bit, but it's still metal.
I will tell you what's in that ring.
Yes.
What's under that ring is a thin foam sheet, wooden planks, and a steel frame. Now the foam sheet is like a little thicker than that. It's like right about where my thumb is. You still feel at the amount
It's about a quarter inch, less than a quarter inch.
less than a quarter inch, and you still feel that.
Of course, nigga, less than a quarter
Yeah.
inch. Jesus.
And I remember, like, I took a suplex and I landed on my butt, and it literally shocked my entire system.
Bro. I always wonder because I hear it. And I know that they have the metal steel thing just for the effect and the sound that works and makes it happen. But I'm just like, could you just put a little more padding? Just maybe like a jujitsu pad. And I don't even know what the fuck, not even jujitsu.
A wrestling mat?
Yeah, type. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But-
now you never wrestled in high school.
No.
You didn't wrestle. How'd you acquire? I mean, apparently you probably acquired the skills. Now, your skills as a wrestler, do they transfer into real life? Say you and me get into a fucking fight right now, and we're about to fucking get in it. I'm strong, you're strong, and we're gonna bang out. I'm gonna punch you. I'm gonna be punching you. Now, what do you do?
I block.
I'm just saying, like where does that transfer into real life? Like a wrestler, should we look at pro wrestlers and be like, oh, let's be scared? Look at them like, oh, fuck this guy up.
I will say this, like, when it comes to physical confrontations, I sound like a police officer right now. When it comes to physical confrontations, it like really depends, because when the guy goes for the punch, you block, you could just duck, give him a cross. And my uncle, he taught my cousin how to box. So he taught me some moves, he taught me some combos. And whenever I'm in the gym, I practice that. I practice them a little bit. And some stuff we can use in, to be honest, doing moves outside the ring is not really something you should do. When it comes to a fight, it's a fight.
But I'm saying though, if you can fucking power drive somebody real quick in the street, man.
Hey, do you want me to hit him with my spear?
You could definitely spear somebody. The street, you could definitely spear. The spear is gonna work. Not, but there's more work after that. Cause yeah, you speared, now you better start grounding pound.
Yeah. I will say this though. When I did my spear for the first time at a show, it was probably like one of the most like amazing feelings of my life. Cause like when I hit that spear and got the first 1, 2, 3, and the crowd was going nuts, it made like my whole like heart stop. I was like,
You didn't expect it?
I didn't expect the crowd to like cheer like that. It was like, and since it was my first match ever, I made it, like, to me, it felt like a championship win.
That's
Like
what's up.
to win your debut match is like something that like I will never.
I saw you with the trophy.
Yeah, that was the Kamet Cup trophy that I won. I went in number 1, and I went out and I had the most eliminations. I believe I had like 6 eliminations, and when I gotta say that was the second most emotional night of my life, because when I lost Mike, he was my first trainer. Like, I will say that right now, Mike trained me first, and he was such a kind-hearted soul. He retired from wrestling, but me and him still stayed in contact. And when he passed, it broke my heart, and I took a break from everything for a while, and I went back to wrestling to just get back in the groove. And then when the show happened, they wanted me to open with a speech about him, and that just made the emotions rise even higher.
I would imagine so. Yeah.
And then when I went in number 1, I was in there for probably about like 30, 40 minutes, just like with a whole bunch of guys and just getting shots after shots, landing on the canvas, like constant times. It was like brutal for me in that.
Holy fuck.
Like just and it was like 15 guys like in the ring.
It was like a Royal Rumble?
It was like that, yeah.
Holy fuck. Yo, y'all niggas y'all fuck each other up, man.
Yeah. And
Oh my God.
I'll tell you this right now. After that Rumble, my whole right side, like in my jaw, was bruised. Like the day after, I noticed I was purple here.
I believe you.
And like, but when I won, I literally was on my hands and knees, just crying. And that's something I don't normally do, but when that bell rang, like, it just turned off like that.
Emotions will take you where they're going to take you. You can't control that shit.
And my mom was in Florida at the time, and she wanted to be there because she was helping my sister get back into college. And she called me saying he would be proud of you. Mike would be proud of you. And that just made the emotions worse.
What? Of course, man.
But yeah, like this moments like that that are gonna always be a main factor of my life. And I keep that trophy like on a shelf, and I always look at it like before I go to work or anything like that.
Yeah, that's what's up. Now, we never got to the final goal. What's the goal with your wrestling?
I want to reach top promotion no matter what.
WWE is at the top. WWE is pretty much the
I won't mention
cream of the crop.
I won't mention any promotion. I'll like any top tier promotion that like where.
Is there another top tier promotion besides WWE?
Yeah, there is.
Okay, I was wondering. Yeah, that's why I was. Okay.
And like there's different places. Like there's places in Japan. There's places in Mexico. Like places like that.
Oh, Mexico. Now Mexican wrestlers, they're a different type of motherfucking monster.
Lucha Libre.
Yeah, Lucha Libre is a different monster. It's not wrestling. I don't know what the fuck that is. It's Lucha Libre.
Yeah.
They're not wrestlers. They're Lucha Libre.
I incorporate that in the ring sometimes.
Yo, matter of fact, Lucha Libre is they should be, those people down there should get paid a lot of money. Deserve it. You know why? They changed the game.
Exactly.
They changed the game. Rey Mysterio and all the flipping. Everybody does this all of a sudden. The neck flip.
Hurricane Rana.
Huh?
Hurricane Rana.
That's the name?
That's the name.
Of the fucking neck flip. I don't even understand it. The nigga goes on top, or a chick goes on top, and she jumps, and then she does this twist and just fucking shit whips you to hell.
Yeah, it's called a Hurricane Rana.
Hurricane Rana. Jesus. And it should have been a Spanish name because the Mexicans came up with that. That's how fucked up America is, that we still, not we, because I'm not a part of that. I don't want to be a part of that. But America steals shit from other people and acts like they made that shit up.
I won't say anything on that.
You don't need to. You don't need to. Don't fuck up your career.
Yeah.
I am a podcaster. I can say whatever I want.
Yeah, but for me, like, I want to go places. I want to travel the world, get my name out there. Like, I want to go to Canada. I want to go to Japan.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, are you going to fucking travel to these places? Are you going to go to Mexico?
I'm willing to do it, man. I'm willing.
Yeah, you know, and well, Mexico's a rough place, man.
Yeah, to be honest, like, you gotta pay. You gotta do what you gotta do to get yourself out there, and that's some things most people in wrestling don't realize. You gotta do what you gotta do to get.
Go do the work.
You gotta do the work. You gotta be in the gym. You gotta. And sometimes you're gonna have to make hard choices in life. That's like some of the things you don't realize.
Look at John Cena. John Cena, man. The only reason I bring him up because he's the only one I really know, to be honest. John Cena was with this beautiful woman. She wanted to marry and wanted to have kids, and he chose his career over her.
Mm-hmm.
I look at him and I'm like, hey, dumbass, what the fuck? This beautiful woman. And you could have dialed down your career a little bit and still be with, because he could have still doing what he does, just not at the level he's doing it. That neck crack sounded in the mic. Nice. Hey, shit. I'm pretty sure shit cracks all over you, bro. You're fucking wrestling. But yeah, man. You know, he chose, and I don't fuck with it, but if you have something going on that is so important to you, that nothing else matters, you gotta go for it.
Exactly. Like, that's like, you gotta travel, you gotta go places.
Do you have a girlfriend now?
I do not.
No. Your career's top. Your career's your girlfriend right now. You're trying to build.
Wrestling is my girlfriend, my wife, my baby mama, everything.
I respect it though. I ain't mad at it. I don't look at it in any way as in like, oh, this guy is wasting anything, because you know what? You're working on yourself. And you know, to me personally, that's the hardest thing to focus on is yourself.
Yeah.
It really is. Like, you know, and I'm not talking about being selfish. I'm talking about just trying to better yourself.
Yeah.
Because, you know, people that want to better themselves, they'll wind up making excuses. Oh, if I do this, it's gonna affect this. And it usually is, it's gonna affect my relationship or friendship with somebody else. And they don't understand that, no, you can't think like that. You gotta think about yourself.
Yeah, like honestly, like for me, I love that's what I love the most about challenging myself. Like, I challenge myself to do new things every time I step into that ring. I'm willing to try new things. I won't say no.
What's the hardest thing you do in the ring? Just asking, not to
like, mainly my issue is like high flying, because I want to do, because there's some moves that I'm not comfortable with.
Bro, front flipping and landing on you, it's something that I'm not willing to try on you. Front flip off the third rope and landing on you is the last thing I want to do, son.
Like, like, I will say this: I've only jumped off the top rope twice in my career. Twice out of the 5 years I've been wrestling.
Well, if you're gonna go to WWE,
I need to.
Even Stone Cold Steve Austin jumped off the third rope, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And that guy doesn't look like he should be jumping off of anything.
Yeah, and I honestly, like, every time I step into that ring, I'm willing to like try and better myself. Like, and I will say this right now: when the pandemic, when we were in quarantine for all those months, that really challenged myself. Like, and it made me like depressed, because home is where the heart is.
Yeah.
And the ring was my heart, like my heart and soul. I loved going out there in front of crowds. I loved being there. Like, and I will say this right now: like, people would message me, telling me I inspired them to fight against bullying. That's some of the things that truly like warm.
Fight against what?
Bullying. And that truly warmed my heart, because like that shows like I'm inspiring people. I'm helping them get over their fears. I'm helping them get more self-confidence.
I love it. That's dope.
And when like around like month 2 of the quarantine, how long were we in quarantine for? I lost track of time.
It literally felt like forever.
Yeah, I know.
Literally.
And
my back was fucked up around the time. So I was doubling on, because I worked for a place that was working. I would have been fine around that time, but I would have been working, and it would have been fun for me to be working around the time, to be honest. There would have been no traffic, nothing. I'm a tractor trailer operator. Yeah. So it would have been fun. I would have been chilling. But go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
And like, I forgot, like maybe like a quarter of the way through, I looked at myself in the mirror. I had a gut going.
Everybody, bro. I had a shelf on my belly, bro. I remember I have episodes that I look back on, and I have a literally, I could have just sat my cup here and just been chilling. I remember. Yeah, Jesus, man. Yeah.
But yeah, and for me, that's what like made me realize I gotta get myself back in better shape. And I had dumbbells at my house. I had 45-pound dumbbells. I started curling. I started doing shoulder press. I started doing push-ups with the I call them lawnmowers because you know like how you like pulling the lawnmower.
Yeah.
The rows.
That's yeah, rows, yeah.
But like whenever it's like single arm, I call it lawnmower.
That's perfect. Yeah. I fuck with it, yeah.
And every morning everybody would see me doing jump rope for 15 minutes. And I was ripped back then. I was skinnier than what I used to be. And that's when I realized I didn't have that much food at the time because like everything was shut down.
It was very hard to like really food shop. I remember going food shopping. I would have to leave my house 6:30 in the morning, sit in the line at 7 till the place opened at 7 in the morning. I'd sit there and just wait. I'd actually like smoke a blunt in the parking lot and just wait. And this was before weed was legal at that time. I was just like, yo, I'm just gonna wait here and shit before everybody, you know, comes and then now you got to stand in line and you're wearing a mask, you're wearing glasses. You don't understand. Now I'm super anti all this bullshit. I'm done with all this bullshit because the facts have come out and they're playing games, man. Y'all niggas is falling into some shit. I mean, you know, I don't want to be the whistleblower, but I'm not. Y'all know. Pay attention. Pay attention to what's happening, man. Look it up. Do your research and see who's getting sick and how many people are getting sick and how many people are dying and who's spreading it now. Huh? Who's spreading it now? Huh? Y'all vaxxed up, right? Who's spreading it now? Look it up. Pay attention. Wake up. Sorry, man. I know that this is your show, but I need people to wake up. You know what I'm saying?
All right, man. If you have a message to say, you can say it.
Yeah. Are you vaxxed up, actually? Let me ask you, sir.
I am vaccinated.
I'm so sorry, but go ahead. What made you make that decision?
Work. It was just work.
Work.
And
did you believe in it? Do you understand it? Do you understand what you put inside yourself?
I won't say anything.
I'm sorry. I don't want to deal with you. I don't want to fuck with your career.
Yeah, I won't say anything on that. Because everybody has their own opinion on everything. We're all human beings. We all have our own opinion. We can say whatever we want. We can do whatever we want. That's called free will. We're allowed to it. So if you don't want to get vaccinated, you don't have to get vaccinated. If you want to get vaccinated, you can get vaccinated.
I feel that same way. I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
But don't force me to put something in my body that I might not want to.
I won't go into the whole vaccine.
Yeah, do not do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm saying me. It's me talking.
Yeah. But how we get into that?
Nah, I did. I went. I haven't podcasted in a while, and I might have to do a solo podcast on this, but because I don't want to involve anybody into my feelings and my way I feel. So that's why I'm like, I said what I said, and I don't want you to. You don't need to say more.
I won't.
Don't even trip.
But like back to my whole career, and when I was in the pandemic, I changed up my whole lifestyle. I started eating egg whites instead of whole eggs. I used to eat 8 whole eggs in the morning. 8 whole eggs with a bowl of oatmeal.
Jesus, man. That's bodybuilder shit. Bodybuilder. Bodybuilders eat that.
And
because that's not delicious. It's not a delicious meal.
It really isn't.
No, it's not.
And with black coffee too, like that, just to like wash it all down.
So aggressive. Why'd you do the black coffee? To start off the day, your kick off your pre-workout.
Basically.
That's pretty much where I could see it from there.
And I kind of like grew into liking it. And my grandma loves black coffee too.
I am a black coffee drinker myself too, so I understand. I'm not.
Cheers to that.
Yeah, I am not mad at black coffee. I can have a black coffee. No problem. And not complain about it, not worry about sugar, just drink it. As a matter of fact, for a long time, I used to just bring black coffee to work.
Yeah.
As a truck driver, when I was driving for a company that was so hard to work for, and it made such good money, but it was just a lot of work, so hard. And I was black coffeeing it, man. You know what I'm saying? But besides anything, all right, you already broke down how you got into it, why you got into it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you have anything you want to tell the fans? Because I know you're going to have fans that are going to watch this. Any type of love, because, you know, I know you know, we don't have a lot of time, so we shouldn't, I don't want to fucking, I don't want to hold you too long.
No, it's all right, man.
But I do want you to talk to your people.
I will say this, though. I am grateful for the appreciation that every single person that like I've seen at a show or met at a show that came up to me pre-pandemic. I'll say this, pre-pandemic, that would give me hugs during intermission, just to like talk to me, or because during intermission I didn't like see fans as like strangers. I saw them as like friends. I would talk to them. I'd have like insightful conversations with them. Like while I'm signing photos, they'd be staying on the side having a conversation with me.
How dope is that though?
That is like one of the best feelings ever.
Fuck yeah, I love that.
And
I don't have fans, but
I was recognized once at a comic shop. I forgot what I always get something always happens at a comic shop with me. I think it's just like myself. I'm like a magnet.
You're the comic book warrior,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah, it's like right there.
Yeah. And before we get into that,
Yeah.
please just explain this beautiful comic book you gave to me, because I'm gonna fuck with it.
Yeah.
What is this?
This is the start of a new age. I will say that right now. This is the Shot at Gold comic book. This was like when I first came back out of quarantine, and I was a huge. I wanted to do something for people that couldn't come to the show or don't have like access to like watching the match itself. So what I did is I took screenshots of the video and I had a custom cover done. And I decided to like make my fight into comic books. And literally in that comic book, you'll see what was going through my head. There's like little word boxes that'll tell you what's going on in my head during that match. And I based this comic book cover off of Maximum Carnage. I don't know if you know that comic book or not.
I do not.
So in this Maximum Carnage, there were 3 characters.
Is that like the red looking Venom type guy?
Yeah,
No,
Spider-Man, Venom, and Carnage.
Yeah,
like
all right, yeah.
And I placed them everywhere. Like there's Spider-Man, me right there. Carnage, Johnny Chill, Venom, Tim Theory jumping out at me. And I wanted to do something that nobody would ever see. And for me, I wanted to keep doing this for major like matches. Like I'm doing one I'm gonna release next week. It's called The Warrior versus the Star. It was it was me and Ray Kalichi going at it for the title, for the light heavyweight championship. And then I'm gonna do I don't know why I'm even doing this, but I'm gonna make the series, the little story between me and Justin into
Justin. Man, it's like that. It is. It is. I can't wait to see you guys fight.
And I will say this right now, like I'm gonna call it the devil, because like right now Justin's the devil that I want to get rid of.
And are you ever gonna have a match?
Vaughn, I'm talking to you.
Set it up.
Set it up. Vicky Vaughn. I'm gonna call you Icky Vicky. If you keep it up right now. If you keep dissing me.
Vicky Vaughn. Icky Vicky.
So
you need to set that shit up, boy. I need to be there for that. When it's happening, you need to let me know.
Hey,
I'm coming.
Hey, I'm gonna make it. I'm at cardiac arrest. I don't care if I have to hold the show hostage. If you want to come, October 31st, Kenilworth, New Jersey. That's where it's gonna be.
That's what's up. I would like to see that. I'd like to take a ride. I will bring the family. I think is that a family? It's a family.
It's a family event. Like,
yeah.
Even if it was like a hardcore, people still bring their kids somehow.
Yeah, it might be bloody, but bring it. I just don't want my daughters witnessing bloody shit. But I want my daughters witnessing some dope body slamming,
exactly,
and some dope high fly action. Yeah, why not?
But yeah. So like, if you I'm gonna be there no matter what, no matter who I face. Because here's why.
Vicky, make it happen. People want to see this.
I'm a man of my word, so I'm gonna be a cardiac arrest.
Yeah,
I'm a man of my word. I do whatever it takes, and if I have to fight somebody, I'll fight somebody. But I pray that it's Justin Adams, because I want to get my hands on him, because he's like an eel. That's what he is, an eel.
Electric?
No, he's just slimy. He's just like slither. My bad, not an eel, a snake.
Yeah, I think snake probably would feel, because eels are pretty dope. They're electric. I don't even know how they make electricity.
Yeah, they slide too. They do the electric slide.
Yeah. I just don't like snakes, man. But I don't want nothing to do with snakes ever, and I could dig it.
Yeah, and I just don't want to. Let's not.
Yeah, I could tell that just talking about him really makes you feel some type of way, man, and shit. Nah, but I appreciate that, man. And one more time, you was in the middle of letting people know your last message before we get up out of here. Let people know where to follow you. Let people know how to support you. You deserve it.
Hey, if you guys really want to support me, you could DM me if you want to get a your own comic book. DM me, I'll give you the pricing for shipping and everything. And if you want your own T-shirt, go to prowrestlingtees.com, search up Comic Book Warrior, and you'll find my lovely comic book version face. Click it, and you'll see all the shirts available.
Oh, you have a couple shirts.
I have a couple shirts. It's one where me is like if I was in a comic book done by my lovely sister, G Daddy Designs.
Oh, so you have a sister that makes, because I'm actually looking, I'm sorry to cut you off. Of course, I'm going to do that. I'm looking for somebody for my show. I spoke to somebody that in shit, but I need to pick somebody. I want somebody to be able to draw some dope shit like this.
The artist that did that, his name is Sean Vrabel. I'm going to give credit where it's due. Sean Vrabel is an amazing artist. He could do amazing artwork like that. And if anybody needs good art, hit up Sean, because he is honestly the best. And as much as everybody thinks I
did a great job.
He did an amazing job.
It looks like you.
It looks like me. It looks like everybody that I faced in that event.
Look at your eyebrows. Look at the hairline.
Don't talk about my hairline. Don't talk about my hairline.
Nah, don't be afraid. I have no hairline. I'm bald, so it's okay. It's perfect.
Yeah.
He really, really captured who you are.
Yeah, and I love the fact that like he still drew the mask, because in that event I wrestled with a mask on, and
it's so fire.
That was like one of the worst mistakes I made, because I couldn't breathe.
I would imagine so. The mask is a thing I don't fuck with. But moving on from that.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So yeah, that's the last of what you want to tell people.
Yeah.
No, you're not done. Go ahead. You have more.
If you want to see me wrestle, you can come see me at Cardiac Arrest in Kenilworth. Oh, having some technical.
Out of control.
In Kenilworth, New Jersey. You could see me on November 6th in Morganville for ECWA. If you want to see me in Queens, New York for November 13th, I will be there wrestling there for New Evolution Wrestling. And on November 20th, I will be back in for Spartan Championship Wrestling in Roselle.
Bow. And yo, it is what it is now. Instagram, follow. Go ahead. What is it?
My Instagram is Gabe M. Baez.
Gabe M. Baez. I will have it in the link in the bio. And I will have it in the Instagram tag so you can follow him and understand what he's about, man. Yo, bro, you're a dope cat.
Thank
you. Been dope. You've been brolic since high school. That's pretty dope.
I'm surprised you remember me. Like, I never met him in high school, like while I was in high school.
Nah.
He just like somehow saw me.
Yeah.
Like, and the fact that you remember that, like,
nah, it's because I walked by you and I was like, and then one day I was like, oh, that was the brolic kid. I used to see you standing there and shit. Let me be real. The brolic nerd, I used to see just standing there. I called you nerd because I felt that you didn't hang out with people, not because of anything else. Because nerd is actually a compliment, to be honest. And shit. To be honest, if you're a nerd, you should take it as a compliment because you're smart and shit. It's not a derogatory remark like everybody thinks it is. But yeah, either way, I always looked at you and I was like, all right, this kid doesn't fuck with anybody, but he's more brolic than everybody. That's all it was. And shit. And I could tell he doesn't play any sports because there'd be somebody standing next to him with a football jersey and shit, like going to school. Like I did like Friday pep rally. Like you were not a part of none of that.
I was like, whenever there was a pep rally or whatever, I would try and like hide from those.
Like, you know what? I would leave. I would climb out the back. I would just leave. Man, I wasn't a part of none of that
security guards.
Yes, they were there. But I always had a place that I knew how to climb out. And I remember that one day I came to school in like dress shoes. I would sometimes I would dress nice. I'm Dominican, so I get fresh. And sometimes I would dress like in some like zapatitos and some like nice slacks and a shirt and a sweater. And then one day there was a pep rally, a surprise pep rally. And I was like, oh, it's my time to go. I had to climb this fence. I remember climbing in zapatitos just because I wanted to leave and shit. But I didn't want to, I just want to be there for that. I didn't give a fuck about the football team winning or losing. I didn't give a fuck about the cheerleaders. They weren't giving me any pussy at that time. They weren't doing nothing for me. So I didn't care about none of that shit. I just wanted to leave. I wanted to leave. And on top of that, in high school, I was a pothead also. So I was like, yeah, I got weed. I'm going to leave. I can go do whatever I want to do. That's what happens when you're a fucking guy that does your own thing as you were. You were your own character. You fucking walked to a drum of your own beat. You walk to a drum of your own beat, and I respect that. That's all that's saying is saying that I understand that. I understand being different than other people, and fuck everybody else. It's just about living your life, and it's not saying fuck everybody else like oh, I want to kill her. It's just more, hey man, how you?
Like honestly,
you?
like hate. Like, that's what I don't like nowadays. Like haters now, like they can say whatever they want, but like like people that do MMA or anything like that, they'll say like, oh, pro wrestling is a mental illness or anything like that, and like that just like I just pay no mind to that because like in my opinion that's like idiotic, and I don't like.
That's foul. Don't say that because just because it's not what you're doing, it doesn't mean that it's wrong.
But anyway, man, thank you for having me on this. This is like one of the most awesome things to do. Like and we don't live far from each other. It took us this long to do this.
Yeah.
And I'm honestly, this is like one of the best things I've done.
Gabe, you have a platform here. If you ever want to come back on, if you ever want to bring a homie on, if you want to bring a lady wrestler on, you can hit me up. You have a platform. All right. Just know that. And you could come on here and not talk about wrestling. And when you're 21, finally, you come on here and
2022.
Yeah, come here and have some drinks with me and we can see the real. Nah, I'm just kidding, right? Or we could just hang out and just talk some shit and just have a fun time. This show's going to another place. I'm about to I'm about to buy a TV and I want to start watching things while I'm talking to people.
All right.
So you know what I'm saying, but I have to figure out how to do that. I don't know how to do that yet. I have to educate myself and I will be doing that. So that will be coming, but that would be fun to have with you and we can do like almost a ridiculousness about wrestling. And we can just watch it and be like, hey, would you do that? And you tell me yes or no type shit.
Probably most of them will be no because
and trust me, I'm gonna be showing you shit that you're gonna say no to and shit, man. But yo, Gabe, man, I appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule to come sit with me, man. Yo, you're the man, dog.
Thanks, man.
Keep killing, man. Don't stop this. This is your dream, man.
Hey, I'm only getting started, dude.
Wow, you just started. It's facts, man. But at the end of the day, man, you're the man. You killed shit, and I appreciate you, man. 100%, bro. Yo, this whiskey no chasing, man. See ya. Chop, 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 chop.
This episode was produced by Appaloosa Media. You can find us at appaloosamedia.com.